Welcome to the Waiver Wire. Waiver Wire. Waiver Wire. Waiver Wire. Waiver Wire. Flavor. What up? Welcome to the Waiver Wire, where fantasy players become fantasy legends. I am 1-7, so I'm just here for a good time. You know, I'm here to enjoy the view and talk about some football. You know what, though, it is very relaxing, like watching football without that,
without the
with
stress.
knowing that it's not going to happen, and that for at least in the other league, I won 96-63. That shouldn't be a thing, but I'm still in it on that side. I still have a chance. I'm 4-4, so and my team's doing good over there because I don't have the distractions like Robert. I have Noah Fant, and then I had Logan Thomas were my tight ends. So with Logan Thomas going out, I relied more on Noah Fant, but I also picked up Hunter Henry. So I've been kind of piecing it together as far as but I still have Najee Harris, and I still have Josh Jacobs, and I have Robert Woods and Chase Claypool. So it's a lot of the same team over there. But I also picked up Hunter Renfrow over there, so he's been helping me a lot too. But I'm figuring out over there. But in our league, it is fucking over.
Yeah, I think the top 6 are all. Everybody's 5-3 except for the top dude.
Yeah. Which. Yeah, that should be interesting to see how it all plays out. My new team's name is Let Me Know Who Wins the Money. And that's how I feel about it. Just let me know who to give the money to at the end. Yeah. Fucking hell. But let's talk about next week a little bit. We're getting into week 9. We got some interesting matchups. We got some big teams on a bye like Tampa Bay. I guess they're not all big teams. Tampa Bay is on a bye. Seattle's, I guess, a team that people probably have, DK and stuff like that. But Washington and Detroit are shitty teams that are on a bye. But you probably still have DeAndre Swift and Terry McLaurin and things that off of those teams. So those are the 4 teams on a bye this week. Also might affect your defense because I'm sure everybody's got Tampa Bay's defense. So you're going to need to go out there and stream. That's the only one. Yeah, that's the only one. That's the only one. I doubt you have Washington's defense. You shouldn't. You should not have Detroit's defense. That's a bad idea. But then we go to this week's game. So the first game of the week, I'm being cheeky. I'm being Mike White cheeky.
Fucking cheeky Josh.
Just because, and I'm definitely going to get this one wrong, I think, because Indianapolis is a 10.5 point favorite. I have to assume Vegas knows what the target. How crazy would it be if Mike White comes out and fucking does it again? You know, we'll all be on Mike White fire. But yeah, it's the Jets.
He's the next Tom Brady, man. Shit.
He looks so good. He blew me away. I mean, like, just the eye test, like him watching him throw the ball, watching him run. I was like, this kid's good. This kid's really good.
That's what I texted you. I was like, this dude's a baller.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
What the fuck? Where did this guy come from?
I can play. Yeah, I can play. Yeah. So the Jets at Indianapolis. What you doing here? You going?
I'm gonna take Indy, man. Yeah. I don't like the points, but
10.5's a lot.
I feel like the Jets come back down to earth, like they're going to be the Jets this week. And last week they were.
At most, I'm probably covering these points, though. I think
maybe
at the most,
that's what makes me nervous.
10.5's big.
Like outright pick 'em. Of course, you're taking Indy. Yeah. So the 10.5 makes me nervous. However, Indy's playing better. I just think the Jets are going to be the Jets this week.
Yeah. Well, mybookie.com, go make your decision.
Go make your own decision in mybookie.com. Maybe tease that number down a little.
And I'm just worried about the 10.5, and I also love Mike White. Go Mike White, ball out,
Mike
baby.
White, baby.
Miami and then we go to Houston at Miami.
Gross.
This is gonna be a really bad game.
What a snoozer. We're gonna have to watch this too.
Red zone, stay away from this game. I live in Houston. I don't want it. So Miami's a 7-point favorite. I understand why. They've watched the dumpster fire that is the Texans, and they've gone, they can't beat anybody. And we can't beat Miami. I don't think we beat Miami. I'm picking Miami in this.
This one's a hard one though. Miami's also not been playing very well, but it's the fucking Texans.
Yeah. Texans are the bottom of the barrel right now, and
I'll take Miami.
Yeah. Maybe 7's a big number. I could, maybe.
The only thing I'm worried about is junk time. So I I don't think there should be as much junk time because they shouldn't be getting destroyed like they were with the Rams. So
yeah, and there's nobody that stands out that I would feel like is you know who's done great actually on Miami, Mike Gesicki, who I cut.
Yeah.
Have I made mistakes? And it's another lesson going forward. Don't do what Josh did this year, where I got trigger happy.
Yeah.
And
I do that a lot, yeah.
Early in the year,
don't let things develop.
I just decide, like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done with him. I'm not going to keep him.
Yeah.
And so I shouldn't have done that with Gesicki. I could have a very valuable tight end right now. I could have James Conner, who would be serviceable for me in the running back department. And both of them are on teams that are going to go to the playoffs.
Yep.
So Cleveland at Cincinnati, Battle of Ohio, should be a good game. Cincinnati is a 3-point favorite. I'm going to take Cincinnati.
I'm going to take Cincinnati, too.
Yeah. Cleveland, with a banged-up Baker and, banged up Nick Chubb, banged up, just whole team is not looking great.
Their left tackle, I think, is out for a few games. Conklin.
I just don't see it in Cleveland.
They're hurt. Like, Cleveland's hurt. That's
tough.
Yeah. They're hurt.
Yeah.
Their whole
injuries
team
are a big part of the NFL year, and Cleveland has gotten hit with them. So.
And I think the biggest thing is that I think that's the interior injuries, on your lines that they don't show up when we're talking about fantasy football, but there's those things that we don't see, but then you're like, what the fuck's wrong with them? Like, well, the big dudes are hurt.
Yeah, and Cincinnati needs to bounce back. They lost to the Jets, and that embarrassed them, and I think they want to get back.
It's a divisional game, so it should be. It'll be a closer game than what we think, probably, but Cincinnati's got covered.
That's why it's only a 3-point game, but yeah. Denver at Dallas. Dallas is a 9.5-point favorite.
Why are we agreeing on everything?
I think Dak is coming back.
Yeah.
This is a pretty straightforward game. I think this is pretty easy for Dallas, and they beat them up. I think they beat them up.
I take Dallas.
Yeah. So then we go.
Diggs is going to be on Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, so you can't start a lot. I wouldn't start anybody Denver-wise. I would be nervous about that.
I might have to start Jerry Jeudy in the other league. Because everybody's fucking hurt.
Yeah. But in Denver, trading away Von Miller, have they given up? I just don't know where their head's at. But Dallas should do well.
And Von's got to be a leader on that team.
9.5's a big number, but I think they cover.
I think so too.
So then we go to Atlanta at New Orleans. New Orleans is a 6-point favorite. I don't know. I'm just, I'm going off of that. They're clearly now in a different transition to where if it is Taysom Hill, they probably play well and they probably win. But this is a sneaky game for them.
It's a division game. Atlanta's gonna play them tough.
Yeah.
They're not afraid. Like these divisional teams, because they play every year.
Yeah.
They're not afraid of the other teams.
Atlanta's not afraid of them.
Then they go in there and they play them.
They probably split with them every year. So,
shit. I'm gonna take New Orleans though.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I just don't like Atlanta.
I get it. This was a reach. This was one that I was kind of. I think 6 is high.
Yeah.
For where we are with New Orleans, I think it's going to be a close game. So I think if anything, I might cover on the points.
Yeah.
I might cover on the points.
I'm at all home teams.
Yeah. So then I'm about to go on a road. Look at this road stretch I'm about to go on. But a lot of them are favorites. Vegas at the Giants. They're a 3-point favorite. I mean,
taking Vegas.
Yeah,
I keep picking against them and I'm wrong. Yeah, so I'm gonna
Vegas. Me too. I can't against Giants, who are not a good team. I got to see Vegas getting the win in here. The Giants are kind of deflated after this last week. I just don't see it. I think Sterling Shepard is coming back.
Just keep your eye on all of their pass catchers are supposed to come back. I don't know anything about. I haven't heard anything about. What's his fucking name?
Josh Jacobs was questionable, but it's going into a bye. I'm sure this week he'll be cleared and he'll be good.
He should be.
Yeah. But
what about Saquon? Have you heard anything about Saquon?
I think that's going to be another couple of weeks. They said another couple of weeks. But I think Vegas gets the win here. Then we go the Patriots at Carolina. Look, I'm not going to keep picking against them.
I know, right?
Because they keep winning ball games, and I think you're right. I think Bill Belichick's got them playing well. And I think Carolina's not that good of a team. Vegas has them a 3.5-point favorite. The Patriots over the Carolina Panthers in Carolina.
McCaffrey should be eligible to come back soon, right?
For how long? Yeah, for a couple of downs. I mean,
this might be
I don't know if it'll be. I don't know if it'll be this week, but I'm sure.
Well, when they put him on IR, he has to be out 3 weeks. Right?
So that was like last week.
I can't remember how long ago that was.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm going to take New England in this.
Damn, how do you? Fuck.
I mean, how do you not? Are you going to take Carolina in this? I don't know.
I want to.
Yeah, well, it's there for the taking, but
I'm gonna take Carolina.
All right. The Sam Darnolds. I'm not sold on New England, but I just see them probably squeaking out a win here. It's gonna be a good game. Gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I could surprisingly. They might beat the fuck out of them.
They might.
Who'd they beat? It was the Jets, right?
The Jets. They beat the shit out of the Jets.
Shit out of the fucking Jets 2 weeks ago, and then
it should have had Mike White in there. Then we go Buffalo at Jacksonville. Buffalo's a 14-point favorite, which is pretty big on the road.
Yeah, but Jacksonville's defense
is terrible. And I'm taking Buffalo. And I think that it is pretty easy for him. Yeah. And I think that Jacksonville-wise, there's a guy named Agnew, who I guess is going to be their new kind of number one because most of their guys are out.
Receiver?
Receiver-wise.
I don't like it. I would probably start Carlos Hyde, maybe.
Yeah, you could try it. But Buffalo's defense is probably going to shut this shit down, and they're probably going to.
Yeah, I don't. You don't like the Jacksonville guys.
No, you don't like this. But yeah, Buffalo should get the win here. Now we go to a game where I went against Vegas because I don't like the Baltimore Ravens. Where Minnesota, and I keep doing this every week. I picked Minnesota against Dallas. Now I'm going to do it again. Minnesota at Baltimore, and I'm taking Minnesota. Come on, Minnesota. What's wrong with you? You have players. You're good. You can win a game. You don't have to be a bad team in the league.
I think Minnesota covers the spread.
Yeah, they're a 5.5-point favorite. The Ravens are at home. I think that's also another reason why it made me go this. I think this is a close game.
I think Baltimore's going to win just because of fucking Minnesota. But I think it's a close game. Minnesota plays close games.
I think Minnesota sneaks a win out here. I think they sneak a win out. I
wouldn't be shocked.
I think Cincinnati beats Cleveland and Baltimore loses, and it separates them a little bit, and that makes them feel better about themselves. I think Minnesota squeaks it out. I wouldn't feel crazy about anybody on Baltimore too because they really haven't committed to one of these backup running backs.
No, none of the running backs for sure.
Mark Andrews is killing it, but that's about it. And
Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews, maybe Hollywood.
Yeah, who's been having good weeks.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay, so then the Chargers at Philly. Chargers are a 2.5-point favorite. I got to tell you, I struggled with this one.
Philly.
Yeah, I know why you're doing it because the Chargers are just giving games away recently. And I'm going to...
At Philly... West Coast teams
I'm
going to
take the Chargers
to the East Coast very well.
I think they were upset that they did this to themselves last week, and they know that Philly is not that good. They're not as good as New England, so they should win. Vegas thinks they should win. I think they'll win, but kind
of depends on who shows up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Home dogs. Shit.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Philly's been playing okay.
This was tough. I struggled with this one big time. So, but the Chargers definitely need a win here.
We didn't talk about Scott that much for Philly.
Scott,
do you think he's somebody you could go out there and pick up?
He's definitely
they're
going to
give him the ball like that. Then he should be somebody roster.
Yeah, especially if Miles Sanders is going to miss a lot of time, and if Kenneth Gainwell is not going to be. But again,
sometimes they just don't like to change. But they don't like to change sometimes the roles, right? So what you see a lot of times when you have a regular back and you have your pass catching back, when your lead back goes down, the pass catcher doesn't always move into that role. He stays in his role. Maybe he gets a few more touches, but you bring in somebody else to take.
Yeah, you have James White in that role for a reason. Right. Right. Yeah, I get it.
But I will say that I did hear that points per touch. I think Gainwell is the best in the NFL. Like fantasy points per times he touches the ball, he's the best.
Wow.
For running backs.
Wow. Yeah,
he's just not getting the ball.
I hope the Chargers win. I hope Justin Herbert plays better, but who gives a fuck? for my trash ass fantasy team. Then we go to Green Bay at Kansas City. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking Green Bay.
Of course. Of course. Kansas City's a 3-point favorite. I think that's out of respect.
That's just because they're at home. I am shocked.
Yeah.
I'm shocked Green Bay's not
Green Bay
favored
should
here.
be a favorite in this game. This is not right. Like, if after watching these games, you should have seen that and said, no, Kansas City.
They just beat fucking Arizona.
Yeah. I mean,
Kansas City struggled with the Giants.
Yeah.
And they're fucking favored?
Green Bay's going to win this game.
All right, go to mybookie.com.
Go to mybookie.com. Place your
put
bets.
some fucking money on Green Bay now.
Because Green Bay's defensive line played a lot better in that Arizona game. And if they do that to Kansas City, they're going to hurt Patrick Mahomes because Kansas City's offensive line is garbage. Kansas City's defense can't stop anybody.
Well, they got a couple key guys back on defense. Like Chris Jones is back. So
yeah, but they're going to get Devontae Adams back. They're going to get his other guy back, Alan Lazard back. Yeah. He's going to kill him. He's going to kill him.
But they don't have Bob. They ain't got Bob Tunyon, no?
Whatever. Fucking Robert Tunyon. Go fuck yourself, Robert Tunyon. Fucking Robert Tunyon. So Arizona at San Francisco. Nice divisional game here. San Francisco's played a lot better. Arizona's a 2.5-point favorite on the road.
I'm taking Arizona, too. Yeah. They're not going to be happy in this. You know, they're going to be a little bit salty, I would imagine. They just lost their first game.
I think they come out and they beat the fuck out of them a little bit.
They've had a little bit. Like, they played the Thursday night game, so they got an extra few days to rest.
Yep. Yeah, I think Arizona wins this game pretty handedly. Although, we'll see. It could be a closer game because of the divisional side of things.
Divisional game, and again, those are always usually tougher. But
I'm taking Arizona in this.
Yeah, San Francisco's just... They're not doing it for me.
If you have Elijah Mitchell, it is time to just go ahead and start him.
Yeah, you can start Elijah Mitchell.
He's
we did talk briefly about Brandon Ayuk off camera, but he's apparently starting to get some passes thrown his way.
I would still be nervous about it, but...
Yeah, but he might be somebody, if you're looking for a receiver and somebody dropped him like I did... Maybe go stash him if you got an extra spot.
Out there. Yeah. But then we go to the Sunday night game, which is going to be Tennessee at the Rams. This is heartbreaking for Tennessee to have this as their first test without their guy. The Rams are a 7.5-point favorite, which is a pretty big number, but I think the Rams cover it. I think this is prime time. They just made a big move, and they're trying to show the world we're here to win a Super Bowl. I think they. I think they win. I think they win. Yeah, I think
this could be.
AJ Brown will play well, and I think that McNichols guy is a good plug and play. But
don't get it wrong. Tennessee's still a good team, and honestly, they should come out and play hard just because they're gonna want to prove that they're more than Derrick Henry.
I think Tennessee still wins the division.
Well, they've got a big lead, so they should.
I think they win the division. But I think they get easy wins against Jacksonville and Houston again.
They're going to play this game tough. I just think in the end, LA is just going to be too much for them.
Yeah. But should be a good game for Sunday night. I'm excited about that. I'm off Sunday night, so that's going to be fun. Chicago at Pittsburgh. Let's go, Pittsburgh. I picked way too many of you. Y'all are going to be a shitty team going forward.
What a fucking shitty Monday night game.
Yeah, right? What a terrible game. This is not going to be fun to watch. The World Series is going to be over, so I'll have no choice.
God, I don't even know who I want to pick.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's a 6.5-point favorite. I'm going Pittsburgh, mostly because I've got to hope that Najee Harris and Chase Claypool go off.
I think so too. Matt Nagy's coming back, so
yeah, that's right. Oh, they're gonna lose for Nagy. Charlie Brown's rolling back in.
Yeah, Charlie Brown's coming back. It was a good name for him. He kind of looks like Charlie Brown.
Like Charlie Brown. He does kind of look like.
Just needs the little squiggle thing here.
But yeah, this is a shitty Monday night game, and I could definitely see Pittsburgh spoiling this and not losing this game, or definitely not covering 6.5.
But they have a pretty good defense.
Team. Yeah,
I would imagine Tomlin can draw some shit up to confuse the young quarterback on the other side.
Yeah,
should be a lot of turnovers in that game. I bet
should be a good week 10. Go out to mybookie.com, make your bets, bet on Green Bay for fucking sure.
Go get some money on Green Bay. I don't even bet anymore, but I might go get some money on Green Bay.
And then we got a cool UFC 268. I took off because did you watch Usman versus Covington, the first fight?
Probably.
Man, what
I have a terrible memory when it comes to remembering fights.
Well, there's a lot of them. So to have that Joe Rogan brain where you're like, do you remember the fight where he kicked him in the face in the round 3 of third minute in? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But yeah.
It's the alpha brain
the
shit.
Usman versus Covington, the first fight was such a good fight. And I didn't watch it live, but I watched it afterwards and was like, holy shit. I remember saying to myself, if they run this back, if they do it again, I'm going to take off because it was a fucking war. They went to war. Both of those guys went to war. Covington is the best bet to beat Usman. His output that he puts out there, he doesn't knock you out, but he punches you a million times. He just has incredible stamina. He's amazing. He's a D1 wrestler. Both of them are great wrestlers, so they kind of cancel each other out in that way. I'm super excited for that. Usman versus Covington too. And then another rematch, which is awesome. Zhang Weili is this Chinese girl that was going through and stomping everybody out.
Oh, is this that one?
Rose Namajunas
when the fucking that's when she kicked her in the fucking head,
knocked her out. And then the Chinese girl got up and acted like, what? I'm fine. It was like, no.
And she's stumbling.
She knocked you the fuck out. She kicked you in the face. Like, it was awesome. So I'm hoping Rose, I'm going for America here. Fuck China. And let's, I don't know if that's something that you can't see on YouTube. I don't know why it's not, but
you just got flagged.
Yeah, whatever.
We went all the way down to the bottom.
Proud to be an American and bring it, China. Go fuck yourself. I
love your food though.
Yeah, delicious food that we
love your food. Keep doing that.
Yeah, I'd love a good egg roll, but go fuck yourself.
Hey, I love everybody. I love
not
you too,
me.
Chinese.
Not me.
I love the Chinese.
Fuck out of here, China.
Love it.
Man, we're probably getting flagged for that. I don't give a fuck. Fuck China. So then Justin Gagey and Michael Chandler. That's another fucking awesome fight. Justin Gagey and Michael Chandler are probably two of the tops in the
probably the two hardest throwing guys too.
And Michael Chandler just came off a loss.
Came off that loss. When's the last time Gagey fought? I haven't seen him.
Who was that? Who was his last one that he just fought? Oh, he lost to Khabib.
Oh, okay. That was the last. Okay, that was the last fight. He hasn't fought since then.
Yeah. So, but this should be a great fight. This should be a really good fight.
Yeah, that should be a fun one too.
And Frankie Edgar's and Cheeto Vera. Cheeto Vera, who knocked out or supposedly knocked out Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley said it didn't happen, but we saw it. And Cheeto Vera is a good fighter too. So him and Frankie Edgar. I love Frankie Edgar. Yeah. He always puts on a good show. Classic. So it's going to be a good card. I'm excited.
That's that's some nice fights.
I'm going to have a good time. Going to be a good week 10. Going to be a good 268.
Let's go Astros.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
It's still Tuesday. So.
It's Tuesday, but I mean it's today and tomorrow.
This airs on Wednesday.
We'll be World Series champions when you see us again next week. Fuck the Atlanta Braves. Fuck Atlanta. Fuck China. Go out there to mybookie.com. After what I just said, I'm sure mybookie.com is really into us. They're like, yeah, those guys, they know what's up. But love you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out. We'll see you next week.